Greetings everyone, my name is Greg. In this video, I am going to talk about a word that is a bit of a pet peeve of mine. Not because I have a problem with the word itself, but because I have a problem with people that are too stupid to educate themselves on what it fucking means. That being the word judge. People use this term very flippantly. And they will say things like, you can't judge God, or don't judge me, or stupid shit like this. Before you judge me, make sure you're perfect. I don't need to be perfect to have an opinion about you. And don't judge me. Don't tell me what to think. Because to try and be both of those, I have one response to, but I've tried to actually do this, and I can't do it. So here it is for you. The triple fuck you. It's slick. Maybe I didn't put enough time into doing it, but it is something that I'd found the GIF, and I was like, that's cute. And there are times it fits, and this is one of those times. The thing is, I had gotten a comment from somebody on my Hell is Impossible video, which didn't surprise me. The stupid Christian thing of you're going to burn in hell, and then they gave a I'm not judging you, or I'm in no position to judge. It's one of, you're a fucking retard. It's one, these people don't understand what the word judge means. This is not fucking hard. The thing is, there are aspects of this that I really want to draw to your attention, because it's not just in the aspect of our common usage. I looked this up, the aspect of mentioning here about Matthew 7, the judge not that you not be judged. Current accepted definition, to form an opinion about, to have a conclusion. And then what really got me with this was, as I read down through it, I came to this section where it has this, and I know it can be a bit difficult to see, so what I did was I have first the definition there, and then underneath it I have this. Let me move that up so you can really see what this is getting at. It's essentially a form of the golden rule on steroids. Not do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Instead, we have what you do to others is what is going to be done to you. I would have no problem with that, except for what comes below it. And this is where Christianity is not only immoral, but totally fucking evil. Of course, none of this matters for those who live under gracious forgiveness of sin. That is offensive. That whatever you did wrong against others was done to Christ. That is offensive. Talk about trying to sidestep your personal responsibility. That these Christians don't want to be accountable for what they've done. This is why this idea of salvation, forgiveness, and so forth, it's really offensive on all levels, because in their warped mind, they are free of judgment of any kind, because they think this Jesus died. And that washes away everything they've done. How they treat others does not matter because they have this bullshit excuse with Jesus. It really makes me wonder if they think somebody that is a Christian that rapes, murders, steals, does whatever, who cares? They're forgiven. They're under gracious forgiveness. So what they did doesn't matter. To show it to you again. Of course, none of this matters for those who live under gracious forgiveness of sin. That is offensive. The idea that somebody could have wrote that and actually believed that is disgusting. And what you'll notice underneath that is, and just so that doesn't overshadow this, the aspect of judge and what it means. 8 and 10. To form a judgment or opinion, decide upon critically. Or 10, to infer, to think, to hold as an opinion, to conclude or assess. Because the truth of the matter is, when it comes to the definition of judge, here is judge. Under the dictionary.com, there are multiple definitions. And it gets down to 8, 9, 10, even 11 can be applying to what I am talking about, to make a careful guess about or estimate. All of those are definitions of the word judge. Judge does not have just one meaning. So it is to try and say, for anyone to try and say, don't judge me, try cracking a dictionary. Try looking up what judge means. Because every single one of you that say that, you're making a judgment. You're judging in order to make any statement about anything. Because if you don't judge something, you have no opinion. Why are you opening your mouth if you're not judging the situation or judging whatever it is? The truth of the matter is, these people that use that, they just don't want anyone to have any type of negative viewpoint regarding what they're doing. But if what they're doing is wrong, be it trying to tear down historical monuments because you don't fucking like it, or because you have a bug up your ass about something, you can't, and just to touch on this briefly, you can't undo the past by tearing down monuments, by tearing down things of the past. The thing is, Martin Luther King Jr. was against gay marriage. Should we tear down his statue because he was against gay marriage? After all, we don't want to offend gay people now, do we? Or is this just a race issue? To try and push the racism issue and to use the term white guilt. It disgusts me that people want to try and use any issue they can to promote their racist agenda. And that's what's driving this, is racism. And I think it's media driven, not society driven. The media is very big right now on pushing the race issue. I'm not sure if they're trying to push for a civil war between races, but it's very likely. And the thing is, all of this ties into the aspect of judge, because if you don't judge the situation, you have no opinion about it. Every single one of us has made a judgment on it. It may be an informed judgment, or it may be one that is based on emotion and the race card. The thing is, One of the things I did do some digging on, do you know slavery still exists in this world? 2017, it still exists. It's not really called slavery. You know what it's called? Human trafficking. I first encountered this when I heard it mentioned when I was in the Army. And the Army's position on human trafficking disgusted me. It was good I was never deployed, because we were told in a briefing that if we would encounter somebody that was basically owned in this human trafficking thing, that we were prohibited from basically buying their freedom. We couldn't do it. It was against that we would get in trouble for freeing them type of thing. You're supposed to turn it over to somebody else. I had problems with that. I have problems with that now. I don't agree with it. I made it known when I was in the Army, I don't agree with that. Because that is saying basically turn a blind eye to those that are in a type of slavery, be it forced labor or a sexual slave or whatever. That human beings are property of somebody else. That is disgusting. The thing is, if you really, really care about the issue of slavery, if you really give a fuck about it, it isn't a matter of the color of your skin. It's going on now. It's called human trafficking. Get fucking involved. Otherwise, you're just a racist that is trying to make a big issue over skin color because you want special treatment because you were born with a certain skin color. Well, let me give you a bit of a news flash. Nobody that was black in this country, in the United States, was born into slavery. Nobody that is white has owned slaves living today. You cannot hold somebody that is white guilty of something other people that were white did in the past. That is disgusting. No more than you can be held for basically the crimes of those that were before you. Because the truth of the matter is, slavery has been going on in every part of the world. Nearly every race has been involved in and a victim of slavery to some degree. Because the truth of the matter is, in the United States, the ones that have a bigger gripe, even than black people, Native Americans. We don't talk about, it's not mentioned in history books, but you can find it online. Look up the American Holocaust. It's a disgusting little bit where Hitler and the ideas he had for how he treated the Jews, you know where he got that idea? What was done to the Native Americans. The treatment of the Native Americans in the United States. The Native Americans were damn near genocided by largely Christians. And yes, the same founding fathers and so forth that came over here, they were the ones also behind the near genocide of the Native Americans. I don't know if I have Native American in me. I know my girlfriend does. I know my grandmother had a teepee in her yard. She was at least friends with a Native American chief. I don't know, but I knew growing up there was, going over to my grandmother's house, the teepee was there. It's something that it disgusts me. It also disgusts me, this bullshit with racism being pushed, because it's not about racism. Yes, there are cases here and there of racist people and behavior that is wrong, but let's be clear on something. There is just as much of violence done to white people from black people that's not reported. There was a case I had heard about of a white couple that were pretty much tortured and killed by black people. The guy had his dick cut off. The woman was raped by black people. The media didn't talk about it. It was not mentioned. It didn't make the fucking headlines because it didn't fit the fucking narrative. Don't hand me this shit that you care about racial equality. No, you want special treatment, special rights. And don't hand me this bullshit of white people have a special privilege. Where is my special fucking privilege? I have never seen it in my 44 years of life. I have never seen special fucking treatment because I'm white. If anything, I've seen where I don't qualify for assistance because my skin's the wrong color. That's what I've seen. When I've had hard times and I go try to get help, what I hear, you're a white man, we can't help you. One of, yeah, if I were black, if I were Puerto Rican, I could get help all day long. But because of the color of my skin, nope, we can't do anything. Where's my special treatment? Where are my special privileges? Where are they at? It doesn't exist. It's bullshit. People want to make up bullshit. Because what the bottom line is, they want special treatment for them. They don't give a fuck about an actual issue. They want special benefits, special treatment for them. I'm all for equality across the board. But don't be coming at me and trying to act like you're persecuted. When the truth of the matter is, there is just as much opportunity, if not more so, for black people, Hispanic people, so forth, as there is anyone. I'm not against anyone having the opportunity to make their life as good as they can. But the truth of the matter is, you have to do the work. It's not going to be given to you because of the color of your skin. Life doesn't work that way. It is time these snowflakes and people grow the fuck up and realize life is not going to hand you anything for nothing. You gotta earn it. That's the way it goes. Feel free to leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Later.